Ready? Perfect. Hey y'all, I'm Chef Nathan Risho, the Thibodaux Volunteer Fire Department, the Cuvée restaurant here in Thibodaux. Today we're going to show you what not to do when frying a turkey. Right, that time of the year, we respond to a lot of houses around this neighborhood with turkey frying going on. First thing that you want to make sure is, make sure you got your proper fire extinguisher. An ABC fire extinguisher is one of the best things that you can have handy around any type of cooking. All right. Not only to make sure you have it, make sure it's still good. Read that gauge. Make sure that arrow is lined up in the green space right there. Okay, it means full, ready to go. Anything past that, go out and buy you a new one. It won't work. Okay. A couple other things that you want to do, keep in mind. One, you want to make sure you're on a flat surface. You don't want anything combustible next to any decking, any siding, anything like that. Anything that will cause the grease to go over and make it ignite. Okay? Go out in the field, go out in the yard, make sure there's nothing above you that can ignite as well. And just be very, very careful. Okay? When you get your turkey, buy your turkey a few days ahead, roughly about 3 days. You want that bird nice and thawed. All right? Anything frozen in it, any ice crystals in it, will cause an eruption to happen. And then a fire will ignite, and you don't want that to happen. We'll kind of show you that here in a minute. A couple other things that you want to make sure you have on your fryer. These things right here is all safety devices. Make sure you're using them. Make sure they properly work. This is a timer. This timer will last about 15-20 minutes. And you have to reset that every time. Every 10 to 15 minutes, you have to relight that. Again, it's a safety precaution. Me personally, I like to put a little aluminum foil in there just in case something happens to cover up my hose. Just another safety thing I like to do. Once I start lowering my turkey in there, another good tip is I always shut my gas off. Put my turkey in, relight my fire. Just in case something happens, you won't have any flame underneath there. It will be off and nothing will happen. Okay, you might get a little bit of little smoke and stuff like that, but nothing should ignite. And then turn the gas, relight it, and then continue boiling your turkey. Do not walk away from your turkey. Keep an eye on it. Keep your children, keep your pets, right? These lines right here are made to be this short. Okay, anything longer, it becomes a trip hazard. You trip over it, guess what? Hot grease is going on you. You don't want that to happen. Ready? All right, one thing I ask, please do not try this at home. This is very, very dangerous. Some of us are trained in this profession and understand what fire does. Again, please don't do this at home. So what we're going to do, our Lieutenant Brady is going to throw ice into this pot of hot oil. Okay, what the ice is going to do is act as a frozen bird, frozen turkey. Okay, and it'd be one of the main reasons why you want to make sure you buy your bird early enough, give it time to slack, and get all that ice crystals out. Ready? Imagine that happen at your house and see what happens. You're going to see us coming to your home. Second demonstration is going to be the importance of making sure you buy the right size bird. Usually I like frying 10 to 12 pound birds. Okay, rule of thumb that I go by, I heat my oil up to 350 degrees and I kind of cook it 3.5 minutes per pound. Okay, 3.5 minutes is kind of what you want to go with. It usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes to actually fry your turkey. Okay, one safety thing I did not talk about earlier is making sure you put the right amount of oil inside your pot. Every pot is designed different with different levels. So I can't really tell you put 3 gallons, put 5 gallons, every pot's different. But inside the pot, there is a little line that says fill to here. Trust me, you want to fill there. All right, anything over that, it's gonna erupt. Grease is gonna go over. Another tip that I like to do is right before I fry it, I fill this pot with water, okay? I take my turkey and I submerge it in there. The water, if any water comes out, it's going to be okay. You also will see that water line rise. Take a little Sharpie, mark inside the pot, just to make sure. Okay. Dump your water out, dry off the inside pot real well. Take your turkey, dry him off real well too. Okay. Again, water, oil, don't mix too good. All right. So our next demonstration, we're going to take a turkey. We got a little turkey, 10, 12 pounds. Everything's cleaned, it's fully defrosted. The other thing that we did here was we went a little bit above the don't fill line. Okay. Grease is still at 350 degrees. Yeah, that grease is still going over. Okay, you don't want that to happen. All right, keep going with it. All right, go ahead, drop it. Again, you got to be very, very careful when it comes to frying all these turkeys, and not only turkeys, but chickens too. People like to fry chickens this time of the year too. Again, make sure you're doing it outside, away from everything else, in the clear. Nothing above you, nothing wooding, nothing combustible underneath the fryer. Again, you can still see the fry oil starting to bubble over, right? And it continue bubbling over, okay? The other reason why you don't want to walk away from your pot, just in case this does happen, okay?